the concept of Abegyi is to make sure we have sustainable building. What we mean by sustainable building is that we have a system that is able to build houses without stress. Because the system presently now in the country is this. I can see GIZ representative, Mr. Emmanuel. People like this organization, a lot of people are working hard to see houses are available, but we have been running around the cycle. The same thing, whereby what? They have to be the end user, they have to be the person who is providing the houses, they have to be someone who is financing. This system has been going on, and we have not been able to come out of it, and that's why we don't have houses. This present government have a target of building houses. That's just the truth. When they came in 2015, and by the grace of God, their target was to provide over 200,000 houses per year. By the grace of God, with due respect to them, they have tried. Within 4 years, they were able to start over 2,700 houses as against 800,000 houses in 4 years. And by the grace of God, they were not able to complete even one out of 2,700 in 4 years. Do you know why? The intention is right, the process is wrong. Do you get it? They have good intention. As I'm talking to you, one of the ministers have already started. He said they will be providing 3 million houses every year. And read it and say, well done. Why? He's a politician. So he can say anything. But by the time he sit down on the dark drawing board, go and ask him again. Because once upon a time, somebody among them says, within 6 months we'll provide light. And 4 years, the person sat there, he was able to provide how many lights? Because what? During election, they says we have over 7,000 megawatts. After election, they say it's not 3,000 megawatts. Election took away 4. Do you get the point? The intention is right, the process. Now, it's the process that is painstaking. People don't want to pass through it. If you want to understand what I'm saying, ask any woman. Any mother that is here will tell you that what? It's good to have a child, but it's not easy to have passed through the process. Am I right? Children are wonderful. Oh, I want to get have 5 children, but the process is not funny. So my joy is that we are able to have people who say, let's do the process together. And I'm glad to have you call Abegyi members and partners. Thank you so much. We will pass through the process together. We will establish it not because of us alone, but because of the generation coming behind us. In case people who are coming for the first time, we are well registered. This vision started 29 years ago. Yeah, the vision is an adult already. And within the 29 years, everything that I need to do as per paper qualification, I was able to do it. At least I passed through the process. I was able to go to school. I read architecture, do all the process that's supposed to be done. But do you know what? The curriculum that was passed to me in school is curriculum that was designed to make sure that what black man remain where he is. That curriculum cannot work. That curriculum is a curriculum that prepare. That is why you see that what we build a house, you hear something called what boys' quarter. There's something like boys' quarter in houses. It's a white man mentality passed to us. Who is staying in the boys' quarter? Who is staying in the main house? Who is? Master servants. There's nothing like boys' quarter. Nothing. Go to the white man country. They don't have boys' quarters. Why would you have boys' quarters? It's a white man mentality. Please, we must clean something for ourselves. We are no longer slaves. We have never been and we will never be. We are well registered. We're able to register the movement 2017, and we have passed through the other process, which are like EFCC and other things. Just to let you know that what we are up to date in terms of registration. Is that okay? As soon as we're able to have the registration, a lot of visitation, we embark a lot of visitation, just to make sure that we share our vision with people. A lot of visitation in different palaces, a lot of consultations. At least I can say we went through about 7 states, different consultations, just to make sure that we see how we can drive our vision, make sure we can communicate it properly to people. Because the Bible says, no one light a lamp and put it away. And there's another profound statement. It says, you are the what? The salt. I was asking my colleague one day, I say, why did God say you are the salt? Meaning what? The system you are going to find yourself is going to be decaying. He knew. So we must do what? Preserve it. Different consultation, just to make sure we pass our information effectively. Now, in even passing our information effectively, we try to make sure we carry people along. There were a lot of things we did, and we have to do voting. Now, by the grace of God, the program was finally unveiled January 2019. Before then, just under this canopy here, last year, September 30th, 31st, this is where we gathered. We are 31 in number. I think by the grace of God, we are marking 1 year now since this movement took this dimension. And we told ourselves it was more like it's either we go ahead or amanta. You understand? So that we move from talk to doing. You know, we in this country, one of the things that we are good at, we are good in planning. We are good in seminars. We are good in meetings. After that, we drink tea. We'll come back again. The meeting that was held last year, let's set up a committee to review the outcomes of the meeting. After that, let's set up the technical committee that will advise us concerning the meeting. After that, let's set up a technical presidential committee that will itemize the meeting. After that, let's set up a technical advisory committee that will advise for the meeting. Before you know, we now have 4 years. Then after that, we'll come back for another regime. We'll now say we set up a committee that will review what the last committee have done. So that's have been the issue. I'm not talking as a to a government. I'm talking about the system we have found ourselves. So please, we are not political here. We are talking about the system, either PDP, GGG, RRR, DDD, PPP. It doesn't matter. It's the same system, because what is the people. So what we are saying, let's change that. Let's make sure that by the time we meet, we agree on things, we pursue it. We must come back and show results. This is what we did. This is where we make mistake. I think this is where we have learned our mistake. Then we now move forward. Is that clear? Now, we had an unveiling in January 2019. And by the grace of God, it was well attended. And this is one of the things that have been agreed by the technical team. We are repeating this because we want to make sure that everybody is in picture. I could have gone straight to my presentation, but I have to pick it from here so that I kind of refresh everybody's mind. We will not make mistake or fall into the trap that want to please everybody. Hello? We will not make mistake or fall into trap want to please everybody, but rather we must bring a system that will allow sustainability. This system of delivery was designed this way to allow us to make mistakes and correct them as we go along and mature in the system. And that is why we say the first delivery must be one house. The essence is that any challenge we face in that one house, we don't duplicate it. So as we move to next one, which is now 10, in the process of building that one house, the manpower needed for 10, we use that one to train them. So by the time we are building the 10, the manpower needed in the next one, which is 100, we use the 10 in training them. Do you get the point? So that was the system, and it was agreed. So when you come and say, you are building one house, there's a timeline for everything that we have earmarked. So we say that within 7 months, one house should be ready. Then we should use that. The next 7 months, 10 houses will be ready. But What now happens is that we discover that in the process of building the one, we have discovered that there are a lot of things that have happened. There's a lot of perfection we are able to. So that's why we are still in that one. We have commenced the 10. So we are 3 months ahead of our time. Is because we discovered that we are already getting some result, that a desirable result. So there's no need to wait. So let's start to work ahead of time. And by the grace of God, we will keep to this time. Now, this 1,680 days is including Saturday and Sundays. So when you remove them, it's just about 1,500 days to deliver this number of houses by the grace of God. Foundation ceremony was laid sometime June 29 by the grace of God. How many people attended? Thank you. Now, we are, in other words, we have tried to make sure that we are now practical in all what we are doing. Work have commenced. Please, how many people have been to sites? Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I think we are glad. The reason why we are asking is because we don't want you to assume. So that anything I'm showing you, make sure that what is true. So work has commenced already at the site. This picture, they are not for anybody's site, it's from Abegyi Housing Cooperative site. Your site. The location is what? Shell. Because what? Shell is going to be the new capital of Jos. We love that. Jos not going to be new capital of Jos as per governance. No. A Muslim house. Do you understand the point? Until we cut the shots, nothing happened in Jos. Wait and see. This is what we are doing. How many people are pleased with the level of work, with the quality of work at the site? Thank you. Thank you. So this is, anybody that have not been there, please try to go. Please try to go. Somebody came to the site and then says, why should houses be like this? We should reduce the standard. I says, yeah. Oh, you are not aware. And I says, listen, why the person is talking like that is not his fault. Do you know why? Is this, yeah, we have been built in mind that what we can't have it that way. And which I'm going to show you something. This summit the summit is no more than 2 or 2 slides. It will open your mind to realize that we can do it. That is the essence. Today is just to let you know that we can do it, and for you to make up your mind to be part of it. The next summit is for you to see the details, how the doing is going to be. Now, through this partnership drive, this equipment is now ours. So well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. We are glad that these equipments are now ours. By the grace of God, this is how Jos should look. By the grace of God, as soon as we are through, this is how Jos should look. Please, how many people want it to be like this? I want to beg you. Listen. I want to beg you. If you are not yet a project partner, don't leave here without being a project partner. And you will see, look at it. This is how Jos should look like. Enough of this devil. No. Enough of this devil. Now, with due respect, let me just a little bit. 2001, crisis started in Jos. And by the grace of God, we will see the end of it. Amen. Do you know why? We know the beginning. We know the beginning, so we will see the end. The only thing that doesn't have an end is that thing that doesn't have a beginning. And that is God the Almighty. But anything that has beginning, what? Has an end. And that's why we are here. Because what? In every problem, there's a solution. All of us, one of the challenges we have in this country is that once we elect people as leaders, we go outside the country to go and look for investors. We go outside the country to go and look for solution. No solution is outside. Solutions are all inside. No solution is outside. If not, by now we could have seen investors coming from United States of America, because we have been traveling to them all this while. They will never come. Anytime they come, they only come to steal. Do you know why? They came here, they stole our thing. They built Manchester United. They built all this soccer whatever, and they left us with all the ponds. So forget. The Chinese government are bringing all their money. It's a lie. They are trying to steal the future economy of our children. And we must say to it, the only way we can say stop is when we have alternative. So that is the alternative we are providing. And by the grace of God, we will do that. So this is how our just will look like. Let me see that person that will come and say you want to start fight here. Where is it starting from? Because since I started, I have not seen anyone written Hausa house, a Muslim house, a Birom house, a Jarawa house. They are all what? Beautiful houses. And that is why throughout the crisis, you never see anybody go to what? GRA to go and fight. Oh, you have not noticed that? This is our concept. This is our concept. All of you that have land, and you say you are land, you are selling the future. Anybody that has a land and a house, what do they call them? Land. What is that second name? What do you call God the Almighty? So why do you carry your lordship and give to another person for a pot of soup? Once you lose your land, you lose your identity. Blessings of God is attached to land. I will give you everywhere you want, you step your feet. So this concept is saying that you have a land. So any money we pay to you is just a compensation. If you are not to partner with the system and only share the system and benefit for the rest of your life like your children, with your children, great-grandchildren. Because once you sell your land to me, whatever I do there, your hands is off. Do you understand? I won't allow that. So the concept here, carry the value of a land, carry the value of the house, and attach it to an instrument. And that is the instrument we use in construction. So your land, the value of your land, that's why I discovered that after building the houses, the cost of your house will remain the same. But the instrument you are holding in your hand will keep on increasing. The essence is to discourage you from thinking of selling that house. So you own a share and your house worth 4 million and you have a share that worth 50 million. Which one would you prefer to sell? Do you get the point? So that your house, don't mortgage your house and put your family in trouble. That's what you are saying. So the shares keep on appreciating while the house remains stagnant. That's how we build the system. So that anytime you need cash, you can use your share to generate the cash within 48 hours without collateral. Unlike the system now, you need any money, you must go fill this, get a shorty, do this. Okay, we'll set up a taker, we'll review, we'll interview you. No. Your shares, you just sell it within 48 hours, you get your money. In this concept, this is how the body is generated. Look at it carefully. You see a structure there called house, right? Now, the house itself is not the issue. The infrastructure built to back up the houses, that's where money is. Are you getting the point? The infrastructure itself. Now, by the time we build infrastructures for the houses, now the infrastructure we are talking about are infrastructure that will deliver services. Now, those services being delivered to the house, it will naturally generate finances to the system. Please, I want to give an example. If you are living in this place, in this estate, let's assume it's your house, and water board give you water, will it pay? The water board is the infrastructure. It will provide a service called water and you pay. Do you get the point? So that's how simple it is. So you discover that we have things like hospital, recreational, agriculture, you have things like hotels, you have things like schools, you have things like research center, transportation, recycling system, security, the water, and the telecommunication. Once we are in Abegyi going to have its own telecom system within itself. The design is completed. Already we have finished the design. Everything is just waiting for us to have the structure. We now implement it. What we are waiting for, by the time we are able to run that, we will be able to say now to partner with the telecom provider so that what we can call out. But within calling from Abegyi to Abegyi within the city is like 0.1% of what they are charging you within the system. So that what we don't carry, you want to speak with your neighbor. We want to speak with your friend in the market within Abegyi. We should not spend our money to MTN. We should send our money to what? To Abegyi. Is it clear? So that's the system we have designed. So the money being generated through the services, Abegyi get the money, Abegyi share with its members. Is that clear? It's as simple as that. That's the concept. So we have the houses, we have the what? The services being rendered to the houses. I'm trying to take it as simple as possible, but I want to believe that we are following. Now, to the program why we are here. We are here because what? The system is already picking up. We have commenced the partnership. The partners are the financier of the system. The partners are the backbone of the system. Now, the partners, a lot of you will discover that a lot of you don't have a clear understanding. Some of you are not even aware that there's a money spinning system going on. Now, we went to rent project manager excavator. We are paying 150,000, right? Per day. Now, the partners now say, no, we now have a backhoe. And backhoe now, all the money that was supposed to pay outside, we are not paying within. So at the end of building one house, the partner have 3 million to share. Each house we build, they have 3 million to share. Why? Because we are using the partner's money to buy equipment. And at the end of it, we still have the equipment to ourselves. Hello? Are we making sense? Can you see? See this structure and this structure. What is the difference between the two? This structure and this one? Huh? This one has what? That's Abegyi paint. What you are seeing there is Abegyi paint. So Abegyi, we are manufacturing everything for ourselves. We are manufacturing everything for ourselves. It will shock you to realize that as big as this house is, the coverage of our paint is so high that it's only 10 paint, only 10 gallon cover this house. Yeah. That's why we decided to do sample. Let's see. So that by the time we are talking, you know what we are talking. Do you understand? The partners deal with cells. The cell concept gives you opportunity in such a way that by the time you own one cell, a cell is 200,000. A cell comprises of 4 units. 4 units. Each one cell is 50,000. In each one unit is 50,000. A complete cell is 200,000. Either the cell or the units, you are guaranteed minimum of 200% return per annum. Guaranteed. That was certain. You are guaranteed 200%. So by next year, by the time we are guaranteed, people will be sharing testimony what you are getting. Is this what? This is not the money doubling. This you are doing the business. It's just like now. We say Abegyi have built 100 houses. I'm just giving an example. Abegyi have built 100 houses. Without thinking it, just say 100 times 3 million. Just you will know how much they have shared. Oh, Abegyi have built 1,000 houses. 1,000 times 3 million. Oh, these people have shared this. Just be doing the multiplication. So please don't do it. I imagine what we have shared. I want you to be part of it. Do you get the point? Please, want you to be part of it. In Abegyi, we'll be encouraging people to be shitting, to be going to toilet, to be shitting, seriously. We'll be encouraging that. Possibly say, oh boy, you don't shit today. Do you know why? Because we are using your waste to generate gas. Do you get the point? We'll use your waste, we'll generate gas for your cooking, we'll use your waste to generate electricity to your house. Being championed by two high institutions in Nigeria. That's to tell that we have solution within ourselves. It's not championed by outsider, it's within the country. So we have all the solutions. You understand? This is how the sales graph goes. Every cell is full, they are knitted. So you can decide to carry one unit and have 3 other partners within your cells. You understand? You can have one unit. 10 people can come together to have one unit. But what matters is that the system will only know one name. Do you get the point? I can come together, me and speaker. I don't have money, but we want to be part of this. Oh, but speaker, we'll do this. He bring 20,000. I bring 30,000. We'll go and buy one unit. Do you understand? But we must provide a name. So it's my agreement will be between me and him. Maybe they will not present my name. So it's my account detail that will be always be posted. The money will be posted too. While we now know how we share our profits. The sales, the partners, every 4 months they gather together. A number of houses being built, they gather together and share the money every 4 months. Every 4 months they come together to share their money. They will not wait for Abegyi Housing Cooperative. Now, a member who is, because Abegyi Housing Cooperative has shares in the partnership, so the money due Abegyi Housing Cooperative at the end of the year, that's what is share as dividend. So if you're a partner, you enjoy your every 4 months. At the end of the year, you collect the other one again. That's what we say, we empower ourselves. We are going to encourage you to learn how to spend. How do we do it? To make sure you have enough money. So the more money you have, the more spending, and the more income comes to the system. Do you understand? In every, like I say, in every problem, there's always solution within the system. Let's give you a common example. Plateau State. What I'm giving you is statistic. You can write it down. You can check. You can go and Google it. They are all there. Plateau State presently, this is the number of housing deficit based on what is placed in the internet. I'm not the one that placed it there. I'm not the one that did the research. But this is the housing deficit. I don't want to do that of Nigeria. It will be too far. Let's deal with Homba. Plateau State, this is housing deficit we have, 500,000. Now, that is the problem being that every government have come and is facing. Do you get my point? I think this research was even done 2017 or so. There about 2018 based on, I can't remember exactly year, but it's there in the net. Now, if this is the housing deficit, if this housing deficit can be solved by this government, this is what will happen. Per day, this is the amount of money that Plateau State government will make. 938 million every day till Plateau State fold up by God. Every month, Plateau State will be having 28 billion that will be accruing to Plateau State government. Plateau State government present subvention is just within 1.8 and 2.2 billion from federal government. Hello? Can I get a witness? But if they decide to solve this problem, they'll be making 28 billion every year, every month. So which one is better? Solve the problem. Solve the problem and know the principle. Because if I'm trying to solve the problem, I don't know the principle, you won't even get the money. It's understand the principle. And that is why Abegyi are come to, so that if government want to solve the problem, let's come and partner with us and let's know what is our share. They will not show them the secret. Not be so. So that part, certain of this will come to Abegyi, then the other will go to the government. Annually, they will make 337 billion naira. Let's assume, based on the statistic that the one that is there as for 2006 census, 3.2. Now, what the system is saying, what is net, that Plateau State per capita is $1,587, which translated to 1,565 naira per day. That's per capita in Plateau State as of today, as me and you are talking. All cooperatives that are producing whatever, your market is about coming in Nigeria, and it's going to be in Abegyi. So go ahead and produce your ogu, go ahead and produce your Irish, go ahead and produce your ginger. Do you know what is going to happen? Presently now, Abegyi has a total population, just for a start, we have a population of 14,000 persons. That's the number of Abegyi now. 14,000. Just go to net, go to Abegyi, you see. Registration is going on online like fire. So if you are still left behind, I don't know what you are still thinking. Abegyi is going to have a total population. That's our projection, 10 million. That's what we are targeting. We want to build a market. This is how the market is going to operate. Simple. When this my brother has something to display and is able to give us a competitive price, you get a space. If it's a shop based on his capacity, it's free. We provide what? The market base for him. You come, here is this my brother, you want to buy Irish. Here is this my brother, I want to sell Irish. We now say, come now, we have it. He now say, here is it. It's covered cheaper and it's good. He now sells. They give us our what? Huh? We just showed them. So he's telling me thank you. I didn't do anything. Say, Abegyi, thank you. Here is 200 and I will say thank you. Go and come back again. We don't have any product, but we have the market. So because of that, we are guaranteed that what is going to happen is that everybody in just that terminus, Igbo man that is paying for a rent of 2 million, 3 million, get ready, use that money, put in your capital, and come and take a shop in Abegyi. And let's build a new market called cooperative market, where things will be cheaper and people will be rushing that day. The more people are rushing, the more 200 naira drop in our post. To 200 naira. Bang, bang, bang. Abegyi have carried 10 billion to the bank. What did you do? No, we only help people to traffic. Shike now. And that's one. We are going to have what's called e-market. The e-market system, this is how it operates. The e-market means as soon as Mr. Daliop have a shop in Abegyi, as soon as he displays good, every detail of him, just go to our market platform, you see Mr. Daliop, you see all his goods in the platform. So you can ask, where's the bang, 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 I need Irish from Mr. Daliop's shop. Depending on if it's within here, within 24 hours, it has been delivered to you, you have paid us. Shike now. So I will be able to reach out to people not only physical, but even do what? Online. So you will pay us that one too. So what we are saying is that, listen, when people say, how are we going to finance the project? Can you start having an idea now? So as I'm talking to you, we are pushing this economy summit because our aim is to make sure that the foundation for the international market should be laid next year, January, February. It should have a capacity of controlling crowd of 30,000 per time. That's what we want to achieve. But it can be possible if you choose to be part of us.